Kia ora, good evening. Tears, tributes and laughter flowed today as family, friends and even some who'd never met him farewelled Sir Paul Holmes.
People from all walks of life turned out in Auckland for the funeral of the man known for that sign-off. Those were our people tonight. The greatest broadcaster of our age was described as charming, courageous, a bit mad and a cheeky little whitey. Mark Kreisel was there.
Paul Holmes only liked white flowers, and that, along with his new knight's insignia and a Kiwi flag, was what adorned his coffin.
I would just like to quote Dad. Remember this, love always wins. It might take longer than evil and hatred, resentment and envy, but love always wins.
The ride goes up and down, round and round. It has thrills and chills. It's very brightly coloured and it's very loud.
He would have loved the attention. More than 1,000 came to Auckland's Holy Cathedral to remember Sir Paul Holmes's ride.
62 is way too young, but Sir Paul was never going to exit stage left quietly.
Many of them famous voices and faces, many of them family, old mates. And in the austere, hushed sanctuary of the cathedral, they talked to the man with a mad, outrageous streak.
In the foyer of a Wellington hotel, after he'd conducted a leaders' debate, he was loudly and publicly denouncing the quality of the pornography on offer.
A man with a huge, empathetic heart.
And on a number of occasions, I felt that he attempted to be considered for Paralympic sport in his own right. What with the helicopter crash, the car crash.
For more than 2 decades, he ruled the airwaves, #1 on TV and radio.
He had this vision about how to communicate in a distinctly New Zealand way.
That you were going to live forever in New Zealand journalism and broadcasting history and in the many lives you touched.
Sir Paul Scott Holmes. It was a big life for such a little fella.
Go well, Sir Paul. Rest easy. God knows you've earned it. Thanks for the memories and the big, big heart. So long, you clever, charming, courageous, cheeky little whitey.
Mark Kreisel, One News.
Tributes also flowed outside the service, heartfelt ones from people who loved the well-known broadcaster, even though they'd never met him. Nicole Bremner spoke with them.
Amid the familiar, the flash and the famous, the die-hard home fans who loved him too.
He called a spade, and that's what I like. And he didn't mind taking the mickey out of himself.
We've come up from Christchurch. We flew up yesterday morning.
Extremely special. It's probably the nearest thing to the Prime Minister dying.
Age was no barrier. 85-year-old Elva Cousins was one of the first to arrive.
I'm hoping I can go inside and sit down, but I don't know that I can.
Many had never met the man they'd gone to great lengths to farewell.
Always followed him and thought he was a great guy, and he's exactly the same age as me.
And we all meant the same to him. It was good.
It was the good things and the mistakes and all that that made him very human.
They came because they were his people.
I listened on radio to him for important issues, and he was the one that could answer my questions.
And kind of felt like you knew him, even though you really didn't.
Many were simply content to sit outside and watch.
Family occasion, so yeah, just a bit too casual to go inside.
The charities Sir Paul helped turned out with pride.
As soon as we said we were asked to come up here to do the Guard of Honour, the guys all put their hands up, yeah, no question about it.
And his old school gave it its all.
He was always a very proud ex-pupil of Copeman High School, and he was knighted in our 50th year, which was obviously very special for the school, and we were incredibly proud of him.
The People's broadcaster farewelled by so many who treasured the chance to say goodbye. Nicole Bremner, One News.